You need to know where you want to go before you work out how you're going to get there. This little phrase is just as useful in real life in relation to programming to go to a sat nav as it is in relation to knowing about your exams. So the reason why I want to talk to you about this today is the fact that yesterday me and my husband went for a walk like we normally do in the afternoon, but we thought let's go somewhere different, and my mum had mentioned a place that I've not been to for years and Neil's not been to for years either, so we were like, okay, let's try and find this place and go back there. But I had in my head it was one place, Neil had it in his head it was another place, and we had a name for it. So I was like, well, I'll just pop it into Google and then we will just follow the directions that my phone takes me to get there. However, the name of this place covers a huge area. It's sort of 3-4 miles long. Neil had in his head that it's got to go to a particular part of the area, and when I popped it into Google, it was the exact opposite side of that whole area, and it's around a river and some woodland, so it's not like you can just cut this 3 miles out through the middle. It's kind of like a 10-mile round trip. So long story short, we're sat probably about a mile away from this actual destination and where we want to go. But we go, well, I'm not really sure how to get there, so we'll follow the sat nav. And we start programming to find out how to get there. But we still don't really know where we're going. We don't have that clarity of where our end destination is. So we think, well, we'll just follow the tool that is Google, that is the wonderful sat nav. Problem is, it has a different name for it, or it has the same name in a different location, and we end up in this different location, which is about 3 miles away, and then only to find out this isn't what we meant. This isn't exactly what I meant at all. And then having to turn round and go all the way back round to actually find out we were only about a mile away from where we started out anyway. So it ended up being about a 20-mile round trip just to find a place that was probably about a mile away from where we were at that particular point. Why am I sharing this story with you? Essentially, this story is like with your revision. So think about a journey that you've been on yourself, whereby you've known where you are right now, but you've not known exactly the details of where you need to get to, and before you start programming in the hows of how you're going to get there, or how you're going to turn the corner. It's kind of impossible unless you're relying on something from somewhere else, but you can't guarantee that that end point is the same place that you want to be at. Now the same applies for your anatomy and physiology revision, whatever level you're at. It's exactly the same. You need to know the clarity of that end result of where you want to end up. Most people go, I want to pass, but what I really mean is, are the tools that you're already trying to grab and know that and work off and trying to revise from, are they leading you to that same end outcome that you have? Is it the same syllabus? Is it the same sort of anatomy and physiology content? Do you know exactly the type of wording? Is it mapped to where you want to go? Or is it going to send you off on a slightly different route to somewhere else? Really, really important to make sure that even if you, like we were yesterday, you kind of have the name, you think you're heading in the right direction, and the tools, the professional tools, we had Google in this case, telling you exactly where to go, but actually it took you to the wrong destination. Now the way that people find this out generally is an after, and the fact that, and what happens is that they fail their exam and they turn around and go, well, I was following the wrong instructions, or I wasn't looking in the right places, or I didn't do the work, whatever it might be. But usually the problem is they're trying to map out exactly how they're going to learn and how they're going to get to passing their exam. But the problem is the hows they are following do not relate to that end destination that they really are looking for. So my question for you today is, where in your revision are you not clear on that final point, that final outcome point? So I want you to grab out your pen, grab out some paper, and I just want you to write down, what about your end outcome? Are you really crystal clear about everything you need to know in order to pass your exam? But also everything about that final outcome. Are you really crystal clear? If there's anything you're not clear of, pop a little comment below. Let me know what are the areas you are not clear of about your final outcome ready for your exam. Pop a comment below and I look forward to hearing from you. Have a fantastic day.